Inhospitable terrain, scorching heat, and stifling humidity. The desert is the ultimate test of man and machine. That's why, whether it's on 2 or 4 wheels, on track or off-road, desert racing excites motor racers and fans alike. So get your sunglasses, sunblock and sun gaiters ready as we take a look at the 17th edition of Desert Storm Rally. Desert Storm lets adrenaline junkies have their annual rendezvous with the Thar Desert. Spread over 6 days of rallying through the interiors of Rajasthan and its deserts. The 17th edition of Desert Storm was flagged off in the capital of India, New Delhi. This event will cover around distance of 2,000 kilometers, where participants will traverse through the tough and undulating, yet some of the most scenic and picturesque areas of the Bikaner and Jaisalmer. Just before the flag-off, their vehicles were scrutinized for a week-long rally. And not only this, driver briefing was also done in the national capital to get a better idea of the race. Even the organizers are also not in a mood to leave any stone unturned, as the heat will be one of the toughest challenges for everyone.
So it goes without saying that temperature is a challenge. Running rally cars at 50 degrees ambient temperature is difficult, because rally cars are built for speed, and when you want high speed, the other derivatives are that you are going to have high wear and tear and high temperatures, because the engine, when it's working at such high optimized performance, it does heat up. So when you have high temperatures and people are dehydrating, there's a danger of somebody falling sick. So danger of cars breaking down, danger of people falling sick, all of that coupled with long stages, no water, no people to help you. So all of that is a huge challenge for the organizer as well as the competitor.
Way back in 2003, Northern Motorsport put its first step into the undulating dunes of Thar Desert in Rajasthan. The race back then consisted of extreme format, where man and machine were tested to limits, and one has to cover the stages in fastest time. The competitor will now travel towards the interiors of the Thar Desert through Bikaner before eventually culminating in the sand dunes of Jaisalmer. The rally, which flagged off from Delhi on 7th May, will pass through Bikaner's Bharu, Kelan, Rajsagar, Motigarh Dholia, Sankada, and will conclude at Sam of Jaisalmer. Competitors will negotiate extreme weather conditions, tough terrains, and navigational challenges around the Thar Desert. And this year, the Desert Storm will have just 3 categories instead of 4 like every year. Teams are split into 3 categories, 34 teams comprising of a driver and co-driver will compete in the extreme category, 8 teams comprising of driver and co-driver in the endure category, and 40 riders in the moto category. The rally has been divided into different stages, which makes this rally even tougher. There'll be 10 special stages for the extreme category, 7 for the moto category. The endure category, meanwhile, will run to a TSD format. The longest stage will be over 190 kilometers long, while the first stage covers 128 kilometers. Despite all these adverse conditions, the spirit is high for these brave drivers.
तो डेजर्ट के अंदर पूरा स्टॉर्म चल रहा है पूरा. This is the desert of India and there is a storm going on everywhere. There is dust, there is fast cars, there is competition. तो पूरा तूफान मचा हुआ है रेत के अंदर.
It's a race with a lot of risks, a lot of heat this year, and a lot of fun. So that's what Desert Storm is for me.
It's amazing to be part of Desert Storm. Like, it's a thrill to be on the wheels, and it's like akin to our profession. So it's like a different world together. So it's great to be part of motorsports. It gives you that thrill, that action which you need in life. And it's a great sportsman spirit which is being developed in this game. So we need to be thorough on the tracks, be stiff on the wheels, and just go on with the event.
Now the stage is set at Bikaner, located in the midst of Thar Desert. The city will mesmerize you with the camels sauntering its beautiful sand dunes and captivate you with its ancient palaces and forts. Rightly called as one of the 3 great desert kingdoms of Rajasthan, the dazzling city boasts of old world charm, opulent havelis. Everyone is set for one of the biggest motorsporting extravaganza in India. But to select the track is itself one of the biggest challenges for the organizers.
Depends upon the geographical location, like from where we are planning to do. Like this time we have done it from Bikaner to Jaisalmer only. Previously we have done it from Hanumangarh, Jaipur, Bikaner, Jaisalmer and Jodhpur. So it completely depends upon the geographical location and how well we can play and how well we can give the best possible track to the competitors, so that keeping the difficulty level into question, the competitor also should be able to enjoy it. It is not like that it is so difficult that on day 3 or let us say 2, 70% of your participants, they fail.
Now, once the track is set, what are the measures to keep tab on drivers? Are they following rules or not? And for this, the technical expert has all the answers.
A day is a leg. A leg is divided into different stages. So this is the end of one stage. And at the end of this stage, what I do is I take I give the vehicles the time at which they reach here. So hours, minutes, seconds. So they come here, they stop.
If you think that the drivers have to face heat and tough terrain, you might be wrong. Just look at this, as it's now an easy cakewalk for anyone participating in the 17th edition of the Desert Storm.
Getting in any kind of motorsport, preparation physically, mentally is very much required. So yeah, high temperatures and everything is there, but then we are prepared for it, we are ready to take it on.
The heat plays a big role over here with the cars especially, of course the crew as well. But we've been very calm about it and we've been all under control. It's a very long rally, so anything can happen.
Even India #1 motor driver, C.S. Santosh, feels the same and believes that Desert Storm is one of the toughest rallies of India.
I think in India for sure this is a tough rally, also because it's many kilometers here in Rajasthan. This year we ran only 4 days because it's really hot. As you can see, it's peak summer, but usually it's 5 days and it's a really tough event. So I think for sure this rally is really difficult here in India, and the stages are really long, so it's nice for the competitors to come here and get a feel for what a real rally should be like.
In each category, participants engage in real-time battle across stages, while also covering timed section through the gruesome terrains. As with every year, the country's longest motorsport rally will test the mental and physical capabilities of the contestants over the course of the rally.
Actually, जब rally में आते हो, enter करते हो, तो सिर्फ आपको co-drive के आपको calls और वो बस जो इतना सा path दिखता है आपको, बस और कुछ नहीं, कभी आपको दिमाग में कुछ नहीं आता कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं, बस आपको इतना पता है मुझे अगले वाले को पकड़ना है.
The hottest and toughest desert rally of India, definitely without a doubt. This is my 4th rally and this is the first time I'm driving a Vitara, so I'm a little nervous but I'm very, very happy. I like the vehicle, it's responding well.
The event is also sanctioned by Federation of Motorsports of India, and to keep a close eye on the rally, it's been monitored by the jury members and stewards, and according to one of the stewards, the federations play a vital role in the rally.
We have various means, and like we have 20-20 or 50 over your test cricket. So also we have in motorsport various fields. This comes under a section called cross country events. Cross country regulations are very different from a regular short rally, which are 100-120 kilometer total. Like Indian National Rally Championship will run about 120 kilometer maximum for 2 days. Here we are doing one stage with 190 kilometers in one day. So the people are aware of the cross country regulation. The permitted modifications are different. The vehicles are prepared different fashion, and people come prepared for running.
If I'm here, I'm ready. If I'm in army, I'm ready with everything. And this certainly gives amazing experience, and we are very happy to be here. And it makes you know yourself more, how tough you are. Actually, in a normal scenario, we generally don't know ourselves. But this is the time when you go through tough times, you know yourself.
Desert Storm for me is all about enduring the adverse weather conditions, navigation, getting lost, finding your way back again, and lots of fun.
But one thing is for sure, that this race can't be completed without the co-drivers. If the drivers are the body, the co-drivers are nothing less than mind of the drivers.
Well, mind always respect desert, not only Desert Storm, but any rally we go, we have to respect the terrain we are driving in, we have to respect the atmosphere we are navigating. So yeah, Desert Storm, this is our first Desert Storm, we are enjoying it. We had a good topple, so it was our first topple in a rally career. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we are keeping up.
Navigator is always right, plus a senior is always right, so it's a double advantage for me. Whatever is told to me, I do exactly that, and that is what we try to do.
Even some of the big names in the rally feel that some of the tracks were so tough that they find it very difficult to cross, and one needs to be well prepared. But despite all those preparation, the story was different on the tracks.
There were some turns where my map GPS started acting up and didn't show me the right way, and me and my co-driver got confused where to go, so we tried to drive across the land, and there was some fencing. So obviously at 140 kilometers an hour you can't see a thin layer of a barbed wire fence. So we drove, and we caught it on the way, and it snapped the whole front end, and it pulled a pillar and a stone and damaged the rear wheels. So a lot of drama, and then the electricals shut off the car, so I had to stop and reset all the electricals. So I think we lost time rather than gaining time. We lost time, but this is what the sport is all about.
Well, it's definitely fun. It's not about giving a fight to anyone. For me, this race is about being a better version of myself and probably bringing the best out of me. So all I'm focusing on is to be able to give my 100%, and the rest, the results, is just a byproduct of it.
If we look at these past 4 days, we'll get clear picture on how this rally turned out to be for participants. In extreme category, there were 34 drivers who started the race, but were left with only 18 drivers on the final day. Whereas in moto category, 40 riders were flagged off and only 20 riders could make it for the last day. However, enduro category has not so many eliminations. Defending champion Abhishek Mishra dominated each leg of the grueling Desert Storm 2019 to claim the coveted title for the 4th time. The 30-year-old from Jaipur is now the 3rd driver to defend the Desert Storm title, and he was an extremely delighted man.
Well, winning the race was always on the cards, but yes, if you talk about pressure, this year we had one of the strongest lineup which we've seen in Desert Storm so far, with a manufacturing team like Mahindra coming with their full setup, and legendary Gaurav Gill and Sunny Sidhu were also there. So of course the pressure was there.
TVS Racing's Adrian Metke won the hotly contested moto category with a cumulative time of 6 hours 13 minutes and 25 seconds. Cross-country rally for motorbikes.
Yeah, I'm very happy to came here in India and win this race. I'm happy for TVS because they called me to make this race, and so everybody was very nice with me during this week. All the rider, all the mechanic, our manager, everybody. So I am happy for me and for them also, and they make a very good job.
In moto category, Medge was closely followed by CS Santosh with cumulative timings of 6 hours 19 minutes.
Yes, of course, you know, I represent India at the Dakar, and I also represent Hero at all of these races. And I don't think it's pressure, it's just that I think there is a lot of motivation that goes in from my side to want to do well in these rallies, because today I want to be competitive and I want to compete with the top pilots, not just in India but from the world. So yes, I always push myself to try and be the best.
The Endure category was won by Ankur Chauhan and co-driver Prakash M with best rankings in all 5 legs.
It is not a sprint that you have to finish a race within 3 hours or 4 hours. You have to maintain your car, maintain yourself, keep yourself hydrated for entire 4 legs of the competition, so that you be on the top. So once we started from Bikaner on 4 days back, the temperature there was 45, 46. We had to make sure that we secure our car, secure ourselves, keep ourselves fit. The way they go with us is doing night legs, early morning legs. It was very difficult for us, and 190-kilometer stage, it was very difficult for us to compete and complete it. So that is the complete motive of the endurance, that to complete the race, keep your car safe and keep yourself safe.
The other key awards that were announced include the Team Trophy Extreme that went to Team Army Adventure Wing, Team Trophy Moto that went to TVS Racing, Team Trophy Endure, which was also won by Team Army Adventure Wing. Best Female Contender Award went to Khyati Modi in the Extreme category, Aishwarya Pisse in Moto category, and to Captain Abhilasha Singh in the Endure category. With this, the 17th edition of Desert Storm Rally came to an end, and apart from the winner, there was one more smiling face, and he was none other than Raj Kapoor, the co-founder of Northern Motorsports.
It makes you happy that so many privateers, so many factory teams come and participate, when everyone said that, you know, May is an absolutely no-no for Jaisalmer. It's going to be so hot that nobody will come. But you can see that you up the challenge and everybody stands up and rises up to the occasion.
That the craze of motorsport grows in India, and rallies like the Desert Storm encourage more young drivers to come and participate in the event which is meant for the brave and the courageous. In the future, we'll be presenting you with some more rallies like the Desert Storm 2019.